Hey everyone, I literally have not moved from the same spot. I mean, I guess I laid down, but oh my gosh, I feel like I should be going to bed already. And it is 10 in the morning. I wow. Anyway, this is a completely different off-topic thing for my channel. I mean, it's not really off-topic because it is still about my health, but it's about something that is pretty much unrelated to my chronic illness, but I don't know, it still affects it, so I guess maybe it's not off topic. Um, but when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and my parents at first were like, oh no, this is so bad, we should do everything that we can to help. So I was in like a bunch of special education courses at my school, just like stuff to help catch me up on reading and math and that type of thing. And then after a while, they're like, oh, she's all caught up. Maybe nothing was wrong in the first place. And so I just went like untreated and unmedicated for most of my life, pretty much. And I mean, I fared okay, but not the best. And also, I forgot to mention that during the time when my parents wanted to do everything possible, they also did medicate me. Um, so I was taking, I don't remember what it was called, but it was a very experimental medication, to say the least. And now it is not even allowed to be prescribed to children. Um, for some reason, I'm having like deja vu. Like, I've told this story before, but I'm almost 100% sure that I haven't. But I apologize if I have. Anyway, I do not really remember any of that portion of my life. It's like 2 years of my childhood that I have pretty much no memory of. I just remember like being in school and being in all those like special help classes, and I remember like trying my hardest not to take that medication because I knew that it made me feel weird and I knew I didn't like it, and my parents and my doctor were just like, we don't really care, it's gonna help you. And there was even one day, actually this happened multiple times, but I think I only got caught once. I would put my pill in my mouth when I had to take it after lunchtime with the nurse, school nurse, and I would drink the water and then like spit the pill back in the cup and then throw it away. Um, but I did get caught once, and that's when my parents decided like, oh, you're doing really well, and like you don't even want to take this medication, so let's just not do anything about it anymore. And I don't really think that either way was good. Like doing nothing about it versus doing everything possible and like forcing your kid to do it. But anyway, I did get through school okay without medication, and I mean, I would call myself a good student until I got sick, of course. Then I missed like more than half of my junior year, and probably a little bit less than, but close to the same amount in my senior year. And then when I got to college, I mean, college is a lot harder than like elementary school and middle school and high school. Oh yeah, college, much more difficult. I struggled a lot my first 2 semesters, and that was also at 2 different schools. So at first I was just kind of thinking maybe I'll just get the hang of it and it'll be okay. I'm gonna try to move this a little bit closer to me. But along with that, like, your grades and GPA and everything account a lot more in college. And I'm already really suffering because of my energy levels and just being sick all the time. And so I talked to my current like family doctor, not my specialty doctor. And he prescribed Adderall, which I am kind of reluctant about, and I just feel kind of weird about it, just because it's so controversial. And even some of the people that I've talked to about it in my personal life say, like, ADHD doesn't even exist. Like, why are you accepting treatment for this? And they just get so judgmental about it. And I have even a roommate who says that I'm just taking meth and I'm gonna get addicted to it and it's gonna ruin my life. And I don't know. I don't believe it to that point, but I still question it, I guess. And also, I guess you guys should know that I am on a very, like, low dose, like, low enough dose that I have to take it twice a day because it'll, like, run out, I guess. And at first when I started taking it, it did make me feel kind of weird. I could feel some of these side effects. But now I'm at the point where I can take it and it doesn't really do anything to me. It's been long enough that I'm used to it, and since it's such a low dose, it's not that much effect on my body. And my doctor prescribed it to me knowing that I suffer pretty strongly from any side effects of medication that I take. So I think it's okay for the time being, but I still feel weird about it anyway. But it has helped me a lot in school. I was actually able to make the dean's list this past semester. This has actually been my only semester that I have been a medicated ADHD sufferer. But I guess another thing that is super weird, and I've tried to research about it, but I can't, like, understand it. Apparently I have ADHD and ADD, which does not seem possible, but my doctor says that I do have both. Because ADHD is like an attention deficit disorder that also has a side of hyperactivity. But then ADD is literally just like attention deficit disorder that is undifferentiated. So it just means that it's like a general attention deficit disorder. So I don't understand how I could have both. I mean, even in the diagnostic criteria, when you take the, like, I don't know if you'd call it like a quiz or whatever, like, questionnaire, if you have a certain number of, like, starred questions that you say yes on, it just means that you have ADHD. And if you don't have as many of those, then you have ADD. So I still don't understand how I could have both. But if anyone listening to this does know, feel free to explain it in the comments because I don't get it. But I guess it's just kind of something that's been passed down in my family. That's how I came to acquire this wonderful disorder. Both my parents have it. My mom actually didn't develop it until adulthood. She has what's called adult developed ADHD or something like that. Most of my siblings were pretty sure to have it too, but none of them have been diagnosed yet. I think my brother's going in for it sometime while he's still in high school. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much all of this story. Definitely let me know how I can have both, if you know, because I'm very curious and I can't figure it out. But that would be really interesting. I'm probably done videoing for the day. I'm getting pretty tired, so maybe I'll see you around in one of the next few days.